morning, my dear students of class 3. How are you? Hope you all are well and stay your home now. So, boys, at last class, we completed the poem that is The Silent Snake, and today it is our second virtual class, and the date is 6th March 2021, and the day is Saturday, and it is our English 1 class. So boys, today we shall start a new chapter. The name of the chapter is A Light for the Palace Fire. So boys, all of you open your book now. Today I am going to explain your lesson 2, A Light for Palace Fire, of your English reader book, and you all open your book, page number 14. I am going to tell you the story in my own words, and later you can read it from your book word by word. So here I am going to start telling the story, and you all listen to it very carefully. And now you see that there is also written anonymous. So this chapter who is written not identified. So it is anonymous. Students, now you see, a long time ago there was a huge palace at the top of a hill. So here, huge palace means a big palace. So there was a big palace at the top of a hill. A fire always burned in the palace and kept it warm. It was the most useful fire palace, since at the time there was no electricity. So a fire was always burning in the palace to give light, and it also kept their fellows warm. So now you see, one day the fire suddenly stopped burning and no one was able to light it again. So that was why it was considered as the most useful fire in that palace. And because the coal was finished, so the fire suddenly stopped burning. Now you see the book. People said that the fire had died because the people in the palace were always quarreling. Others said that it had gone out because the winter that year was very cold. So some people thought that the fire had died out because in the palace some people were quarreling all the times. Quarreling means fighting all the time, and some other people thought that it had happened so due to the extremely cold weather, so everyone in the palace was freezing due to the fire to burn again. So everyone in the palace was freezing and longed fire to burn. So the fire to burn again, longed for means wished for to the fire to burn again. Now you see, the king ordered his messenger, go down the hill road. If you see fire burning in a house, go inside and ask for some embers to bring back to the palace. Maybe we can light our fire in this way. So now the king ordered his messenger to take the help from the people living down the hill and ask for some embers to bring back to burn fire in the palace. Dear students, here embers mean a small piece of burning coal or glowing coal. or wood that is put in a dying fire. So the messenger, with a big iron lantern for holding coal, set off in the bitter cold. So now you see the messenger with a big iron lantern in his hand leave the palace in the bitter cold, and the lantern means lantern is a lamp for holding pole with a handle to carry it around. Light for the palace fire, he called as he went. Who will give me some coal to light the palace fire? Here is some glowing coal for you, said a man, but tell the king that I want gold pieces in return for these lumps of coal. So, as he was walking down the hill, he kept asking the pupil if anybody would help him and give him some coal to light the palace fire. There a man came forward for his help. He offered him some glowing coal, and he told the messenger to tell the king to convey the king that he wanted gold pieces in return for that burning coal. So the messenger put the coal inside his lantern and turned to go back to the palace. However, the coal soon turned cold and grey, and he had to throw it away. He had to search for burning coal once again. So the messenger promised him that he would convey his message to the king, and then he put the burning coal inside his lantern and started going back towards the palace. After he had walked a few steps, he found that the coal had turned cold and grey, and he threw it away, and now he had to ask for help once again. So boys, today is the text of a light for the palace fire, and next class we shall start the next lines.